had a classified briefing on the situation with the detainees being released at Guantanamo Bay, and I do not feel any more assured today that this is the right decision.
That report indicated that the so-called recidivism rate is below 6%. And that's an indication of how rigorous the process is when we are negotiating with other countries around the world to take these detainees and impose requirements that don't put the United States or the American people at risk.
We're back with our panel for the lightning round. Steve, I'll start with you on Gitmo. Catherine Herridge reporting today that there are confirmed reports of 2 of the more recent releasees being right back to terror.
Yeah, we have an exhaustive report that we posted today at weeklystandard.com based on months of reporting on these issues and others about what we know about Guantanamo and the president's efforts to close it. We know for a fact that the president lied directly about who he's released or transferred and what they were up to and how many of them have returned to the fight. We know that the Obama administration has rewritten threat assessments prepared by military and intelligence professionals to make the detainees that they're transferring and releasing look less threatening. We know that the administration has transferred or released detainees that its own task force said should not be freed because they continue to present a threat to the United States and its interests. We know that among the people who were transferred in August were members of this Karachi 6, which Catherine's report referenced earlier, including people who reported directly to the plotters of 9/11. And we know finally that a detainee named Slahi was mentioned in the 9/11 Commission report as somebody who recruited the hijackers in Germany. These are people who should never be let out of Guantanamo. And certainly if we're going to release them or transfer them or not continue to hold them, we should be clear with the American people and others about the risks involved.
And Leslie, shouldn't every average American out there, if these assessments are being rewritten and not truthful, I mean, is there any way to hold people accountable, and shouldn't they be rightly outraged over that?
Well, I don't disagree entirely, with you on this, although, you may be shocked by that. But I just want to look at numbers, okay? Even though math is not my favorite subject. When you look at 177 of those who were either transferred, resettled, or released, and those are 3 different things, from Guantanamo under the Obama administration, 12 now, up from 6 in January, have entered the fight or rejoined terrorist efforts. 6 of those, by the way, were from the former administration, former President Bush, who released over 500 of these individuals. So here's my thing. Are we more concerned about closing Guantanamo? Because one of my problems is I think we have played into this with Guantanamo because we've just thrown people in. We have not charged them. They have not had their day in court, whether it's a criminal court or a military court. I have no problem closing it. I have no problem transferring individuals. I don't want people released, but I think that we've created perhaps some people into terrorists that may not have been when they were thrown in there originally. We know that there were originally deplorable conditions at Gitmo.
We got to make sure that we hit our other lightning round topics. So I'm going to switch to the TPP. There was a big trade meeting today with the White House. Ohio Governor